season and trying to get everything ready and get all of the publicity out and all the messages out to my fellow trainers who were going to support getting the message out about the diet. I want to thank Craig Ballantyne, who had been my mentor and who taught me the turbulence training method, which actually got me started on managing my insulin sensitivity and my dopamine sensitivity. And then also to Bedros Keuilian, who came up with the tagline for Sugar Freedom, which is and was, discover the simplicity of losing weight. But now that it's 12 years later, it's about so much more than losing weight. So the journey went like this. First, I learned to lift weights and do intervals, which started to help me get over my insulin resistance. Then I started to cut and eliminate sugar. And I didn't just cut sugar. First the sugar went, then all of the starches, the potatoes, the rice, then the starchy vegetables, then yes, even fruits. I don't eat fruits now. Then I went keto, and then finally I went carnivore. And I want to thank Dr. Robert Siwis and Dr. Georgia Eid. There are many medical doctors who talk about going carnivore now, but both Dr. Eid and Dr. Siwis address two issues that I have dealt with. Georgia Eid talks about going into a state of ketosis to help overcome mental issues. And my mental problem was depression, especially seasonal depression. But now I eat keto and I use a light box. Dr. Siwis is actually a bariatric surgeon who specializes in doing that surgery for young people, for adolescents, but he tells everybody, he's quite open about the fact that he is a carbohydrate addict, just like me. And when I wrote Sugar Freedom, certainly we had the Atkins diet that was out and people were talking a little bit about sugar addiction. Nobody was really talking about carbohydrate addiction, and the keto craze hadn't really started yet. I overcame obesity between 2001 and 2008. I lost 70 pounds between 2001 and 2008, and I kept them off. And this is the same dress. We did a photo shoot not long after Sugar Freedom came out 12 years ago, and this is the same dress that was in one of those photo shoots. And I tend to wear it every year on December 26th, the day after Christmas. So I'm going to talk about a few things on this live. If questions come up about quitting sugar, about going keto, or even going carnivore, obviously I'll answer those questions. But there's a couple of things I want to talk about on this anniversary. So first of all, now that I don't eat sugar, I consume less of everything. So when I quit sugar, starches, and soybean oil, I also was able to permanently quit smoking, drinking. I like to say I quit sugar, cigarettes, shopping, scrolling, and Chardonnay. So what happened was that by improving my insulin sensitivity and improving my dopamine sensitivity, and like Dr. Siwis says, replacing the kick I used to get from sugar and Chardonnay and cigarettes with other things, emotional stability that I get from doing the things I love, especially shuffle dancing. If you follow me on this channel, you probably may have noticed that a lot of my content has switched from talking about sugar-free, keto, and carnivore to doing shuffle dance, because it is the shuffle dance that is the replacement. It is the ultimate sugar substitute for me. What I had to do was find a way to train and to move that I really loved so that I would be eager to work out. And we're coming up on January, and people are going to be talking to you about fitness. It's going to be fitness and health and all of that starting in just about a week. But let's get a jump on it. And I'd like you to start thinking about if you have a problem with sugar, or if you have a problem with pizza or rice pilaf. That's my favorite. Do you know what my biggest trigger foods were when I was a child? They were rice pilaf, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and this local spaghetti. There was this spaghetti joint, this pizza joint called Volcano Pizza, and they used to make this spaghetti. So my actual hugest carbohydrate madness foods weren't even sweet. They were Kentucky Fried Chicken, spaghetti, and rice pilaf. So it might be the carbs as well. If you struggle with overeating, overconsuming anything, whether it's the sugars, the snacks, or the starches, what you may find if you give it a chance, and there's a free sugar detox that's up on my website, catherinetraining.com. You can also get there by putting in sugarfreedom.com, and it's free. I actually took the program down from ClickBank a couple of years ago. That's another topic. But one of the reasons I took it down was because Ozempic, semaglutide, had come onto the market. It was absolutely exploding, and I thought my career was over. I was like, why should anybody give up sugar, starches, and soybean oil, go through all of that if they can just get the injection? Well, according to Dr. Robert Sywis, I was listening to one of his podcasts just 2 days ago, and he actually uses semaglutide, all of those, in his practice. And he said the problem that he was seeing is that people were getting the drug, but they weren't getting any kind of training or nutrition program that was really going to work to solve the problem if they ever wanted to go off the drug. The other problem, of course, is losing muscle mass. And one of the reasons I was able to lose, here's what happened when I did the Turbulence Training Transformation Contest. In 12 weeks, I lost 5 dress sizes. So I went 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4. And now this is a size 2, but I actually in many things can wear a size 0. But it started with lifting weights and doing intervals, which got my insulin sensitivity up, which helped me to then let go of the sugar and the starches and all of the seed oils. So for me, it actually started with fitness. So the issue that we're seeing now, I gave up my personal training license. I gave up my certifications. I closed my studio. I even took Sugar Freedom down off of ClickBank. The program, it was like menus and meal plans and shopping guides to getting off of sugar. But it was $19, and it actually, cost a certain amount of money to keep it up. For example, like I had my AWeber subscription, and it was a certain amount every month to keep an email list going. And it just seemed to me that it was too much struggle for something that people essentially didn't need anymore if they got the semaglutide injection. Turns out you actually do need to, even if you're taking these amazing medications, you still need to change your eating strategy, especially if you ever want to go off the drug. But that's one of the reasons why I'm so grateful to Dr. Cyrus and also to Dr. Eid, because they are medical doctors talking about a different way to approach this, which is with a ketogenic diet. Now, yes, I did go all the way carnivore, and I do like to say that now that I don't eat plants, I consume less of everything, including meat, because by not consuming the foods that make me hungry and the foods that make me crave more food, I actually eat less of everything. I eat less often, and now, without even trying, I only eat 2 meals a day. But that's what I wanted to celebrate today, is this incredible sense of well-being and the fact that I don't miss sugar anymore. Right all around me, I'm in the Sugar Freedom kitchen, and there are all kinds of treats all around me right now because I live with normies. My husband, my son, and of course his girlfriend was here for Christmas dinner last night. They can eat normally. They can eat all the cookies, all the crackers, and all of the sweets. I can't. But the good news is as long as there's a pie in the dish over there. I'm going to cover it and put it in the refrigerator so I don't have to look at it. This is really important. If you're a true carbohydrate addict and you have, glucose intolerance, insulin sensitivity problems, this is the truth. If you look at a sugary item, your insulin level will rise, and guess what? Rising insulin does cause hunger. So people talk about, people like me who've been obese, we look at sweets and we gain weight. The reality is someone with this sensitivity to glucose and sugar, if we look at a sweet treat, our insulin rises, that causes cravings, and then we tend to go after that treat. Luckily, now that I've been off of sugar since 2008 now, I don't have that response as much anymore, but I do know that I can't leave those kinds of things on the counter out where I can see them for too long, so I tend to put them away. So the most important thing I would say to anyone who is contemplating quitting sugar or carbohydrates, getting ready to do that at the new year, because I know that there are some people who are contemplating doing that. Start to think now about the things that you can do instead of easing pain with sugar. because believe me, ever since I was a kid, I had a tragedy happen when I was pretty young, only 6 years old. And from that point, I was using sugar and sweets as a pain reliever, even Weber bread of all things. So if you're going into this and you're thinking about giving up carbohydrates, giving up sugar in the new year, start now to plan what are the things that I'm going to do instead. And I got a whole list of things to do. I absolutely love shuffle dancing. Take up shuffle dancing. Best thing on toast? No toast. And the reality is, if I want to spread something on something, I'll actually use a piece of cheese. Now, I don't eat cheese every day. I kind of reserve cheese for special occasions, like we had lots of cheeses yesterday. But if you want to spread something on something, yeah, okay, this is what I had yesterday. I literally had pate on cheese. That's fine. Oh, and actually, I don't eat pork rinds all the time, but I actually had a couple of things on pork rinds, but those are only for special occasions. So where other people on special occasions would eat sugars and cakes, I eat cheese and pork rinds. I know it's weird, but I don't care because it keeps me sane, it keeps me happy, and it keeps me productive. And it also helps my relationship. My husband and I are coming up on our 26th anniversary, and he is now semi-keto. He's taken away a lot of sugar and a lot of the carbs in his diet, and he sleeps better, he feels better. He's in a much better mood most of the time, and it's really helped our relationship. So there's many other reasons to go ahead. It's fine to be a little weird because of all the benefits you get. And I'm going to go ahead and close out this live with the benefits of quitting sugar, starches, and seed oils, whether you're going sugar-free, keto, or carnivore. Number one is effortless appetite control. I'm just not hungry between meals anymore. That is over. The second thing is my mood. I can handle during the darkest part of the year. I have my light box. I don't deal with seasonal depression the way that I used to. Also, wanting to dance forever. I'm 61. And yes, sometimes people make fun of my dancing on the social media platforms and they call me grandma. And so what? I don't care. I am old enough. I'm 61. I'm old enough to be a grandmother. So go ahead. I'm just a mother so far, but we'll see down the road. So the ability to keep dancing is because, and Dr. Cywis will confirm this, is that inflammation causes joint pain. And for me, the inflammation comes from sugars and starches and soybean oils. But mostly it also comes from insulin resistance and inflammatory situations that are caused by that food, especially processed food. So the inflammation is what was causing my joint pain. And now that is gone, so I can dance. Also, high insulin, hyperinsulinemia has a connection between weaker bones and more frail bones. And what is it? I was just about to turn 40 and I came down out of a grand jeté, big dance step, and broke my foot in 4 places. So 39 years old, already coming down out of the dance step and breaking bones. That has not happened since. So definitely making my bones stronger. So mood, stronger bones. And but probably the most important thing is how much money we've saved because I'm not on any pharmaceuticals at my age. And the other thing is that I just do not have this drive to consume anymore. This is, how old is this? This dress is also from 2013. So this is a 12-year-old dress. This necklace is from the same year. I got this teeny tiny little sweet gold necklace from my husband this year, but definitely nothing as extravagant as what I used to want. Have not had a new car since 2016, January of 2016. So my car is going to be 10 years old. Don't care. I got my Subaru. It drives great. So all of my consuming of social media. Oh, and I've also given up sugar-free gum and also soda. So I don't chew gum or drink soda anymore or diet soda either. So this way of life, giving up the sugar or going keto or even going all the way to carnivore, it feels amazing because everything I used to consume compulsively, I've now been able to let go. So happy birthday to Sugar Freedom and good luck to anybody out there who is getting ready to give up sugar, go keto, or even go carnivore coming up this January. Remember, gather the things you love to do, whether it's I love to sing and dance and act and draw and play music. Get a musical instrument. Take up the ukulele ukulele or the piano or the guitar. I tell you, playing music is a great substitute for over consuming. So that is my story on this December 26th of 2025, the 12th birthday of the Sugar Freedom Diet, which is now free. You can access all of parts of the diet at sugarfreedom.com or at catherinetraining.com. So as I always say, until next time, be well and eat for yourself. You have to pay attention to what triggers you and what satisfies you and what nourishes you. Don't let anybody interfere with you eating the foods that really nourish you, satisfy you, and make you healthy. So eat for yourself. All right, be well, everybody.